Hi everyone, welcome back to the Red Sofa here at Automotive Logistics and Supply Chain Europe in Bonn. I'm here with Jean-François Salles, who's the Global Vice President of Supply Chain for the Renault Group, and we're going to be speaking to you today about some of the digitalization projects there. Jean-François will have a keynote at the event talking about the digital control tower and the digital transformation journey that Renault is on. Jean-François, if I can turn to that control tower for the moment. Now, control towers are something that's been around in the industry for decades, but the focus now seems to be really enhancing some of the technology and information. How is this helping you and your team to be more proactive and predictive as opposed to just reactive?
Actually, Chris, it's managing a series of data coming from Renault, from partners, from Google, public data, and all of this is very powerful to help people anticipate the problems, find where the weak signals can be in a very, as you know, complex and ever-changing environment. So it's very powerful to support the teams to better control all the operations and anticipate the problems, predict the problems, and of course mitigate.
Yeah, that's the key, how you manage that. So, but it's partly automating some of that decision making, or at least supporting that decision making perhaps. But do you see more room as this advances to actually automate some of those decisions in logistics and supply chain?
Yes, clear. We are at a stage where all the parts of predictive and all the diagnostic is very mature now, and we are ready to go to the next step, which is the automation of certain numbers of easy tasks, I would say, or easy decisions that can be taken by the machine itself and relieve all the burden on the people and the teams. So that's another step to even be more efficient and powerful in the control of the operations.
And it's an important point anyway, because we're talking about talent shortages and all this time, and this isn't really so much about taking away jobs so much as really freeing up for value-added work in the supply chain.
Absolutely. It's focusing and targeting the actual problems, what is requiring the most value from the teams, and the better skills of the teams.
So I think if I understand the control tower located in Paris and centrally looking at the supply chain, will this cover more regions centrally, or will it also roll out into different regions, South Korea, other places where you have plants?
It's already rolled out in certain numbers of countries, and within this year we will be completely covering the global footprint of Renault activities around the world, and the idea is to give the power to the people on close to the operations.
And this is a key aspect of Agile, actually, really, isn't it? Decentralizing this expertise and data so that those decisions can also be made best place where they are.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. The key point is to be efficient, reactive, where the action is.
Finally, we're sort of also putting this in the context of Renault's industrial metaverse. When we think of the metaverse, we sort of picture avatars and immersive environments. Do you actually kind of see it even going in this direction in terms of an immersive digital twin of the supply chain where the team can work on changes almost in real time?
Yes, this is exactly the direction. Obviously, in the people mind and the public, because it was popularized by Meta on the cultural side and the playing side, the game side. But actually, the power of metaverse is very concrete for industrial stuff and logistic stuffs, where we can really change the game, make an actual breakthrough on how to manage the operations, how to be able to make scenarios, to anticipate stuff and better optimize the activities. That will be a very, very strong impact obviously on the cost, on the efficiency of the operations, but also on the optimizations of different activities like CO2 footprint reduction, to better use all the logistic means to reduce our footprint on CO2.
So great examples, the gamification of the supply chain, the immersive experience to work through changes right through to optimizing, mitigating disruptions as well as reducing CO2 emissions. Jean-François, we're going to be sharing more about this with our audience during your keynote. And of course, we'll share more insights on automotive logistics, on articles and short clips. So keep following us here. We'll have more coming from Bonn and other coverage throughout the year. But Jean-François, thank you so much for tuning to us now and for sharing this with our audience.
Thanks a lot, Chris. See you later.
Thanks.